If you spend any amount of time in the outdoors, you know that one of the most valuable tools you can have is a quality knife. And today I'm going to take a look at a couple of knives. These knives are sold by a German company called Odenwolf, and they were kind enough to send me 3 samples for the purpose of this review. If you're interested in learning more about these knives or any of their other product line, you can check out the link in the description below. Also, I have a code down there, Great Cove 10. If you put that code in when you make your purchase, you'll get 10% off. They also have other specials. If you purchase a certain amount of product on their website, you can get other products for free, so check that out as well. As you'll see on their website, this company sells a wide variety of knives. The 3 models that I'm going to be reviewing today are the W1, the W2, and the W3. Now, it's my understanding that these 3 knives are actually the same as far as the knife is concerned, but each of them have a different set of accessories that come with them, so we'll do a comparison once we take them out of the box. So we start with this one. This is a W1. So it comes with a knife and a sheath for it, and the sheath has a belt clip on it. Appears to be some kind of microfiber cloth here of some kind, maybe to clean it. And then finally it has appears to be some instructions, some QR codes, probably to get more information or get you over to their website. And it looks like it has a coupon here as well. So that's it for the W1. Let's see what we can find in the box for the W2. Again, it has an instruction pamphlet, it has a cloth, and it has a knife and a sheath. Now the sheath here is different. Knife is the same, different color. So the knife is the same, but it has a different type of belt loop. I think this is called the Tech Lock, and it allows you to attach it to your belt without having to unbuckle your belt buckle. So easy on and easy off. We'll take a look at more how that works later, but that's it now for the W2. And finally, we'll look at the W3. Pamphlet, cloth, and a few more things in this one. So we have the knife. Looks the same, although the blade is a bit different. Let's take a look at that. So it's the same, but instead of a stainless blade, it has a black finish on it. It has a Tech Lock like the other one, but it has some other attachments here too. We'll explore those a bit later. Also, it has a whetstone built in here, and it also has a fire starter. So that's it for the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and evaluate these knives and explore some of the features, and then we'll be right back here to give you some more thoughts. All right, I've had some time to evaluate these knives, so I want to share a few more thoughts. I'll start by mentioning what all these knives have in common. First of all, the knives themselves are the same. Same length, same thickness, everything's the same. All of them are made with a blade made of D2 steel. I think I mentioned stainless steel earlier, but that is not correct. I was referring to the fact that these are silver, and the W3 that I have has a black finish to it. But all of the blades on these knives are D2 steel, which is considered a good steel for a knife blade because even though it's not completely stainless, it is corrosion and rust resistant, and it's very strong, and is also good at maintaining an edge over time. The other thing that all these knives have in common is that they are a full tang knife, and that simply means that the blade extends all the way through the handle and comes out the other end. That's called full tang. A partial tang knife would be one that the metal is embedded in the handle but doesn't go all the way through, and those typically would not be as durable as a full tang knife. The other thing that I noticed with all 3 of these models is that they fit securely into their sheath. They clip into place. They're not going to fall out. You have to really tug on them to get them out. So that's a good thing. Again, the knives are the same other than a few cosmetic things, like this particular W1 that I have has a green handle. This particular W3 that I have has the black finish on the blade, but most of these models have multiple options as far as colors and so forth. So that's it with the similarities. Now we'll talk about the differences. So the differences mainly are in the mounting options. So the W1 just has a basic clip belt loop. It does open at the bottom, so you can get it on your belt without having to take your belt off. And it is fairly secure. It doesn't just slide off, but certainly not as secure as what these other two models have. Now they each have this tech lock, which requires you press a button to open it up. It slides on your belt very easily. You lock it into place, and it is very secure. It's not going anywhere unless you reach down and press the unlock button to take it back off. The other thing I noticed about these tech locks is that they have screws here that would allow you to have some adjustment as far as the height and also change the orientation if you wanted to as well. So the W3 then has several mounting options. It has the tech lock just like the W2. It also has these two loops. One of them has a Velcro so it can open up, and the other one is just a fixed loop and cannot open up. So both of these have a clip then which you can clip into the knife sheath from the top. The other things that set the W3 apart are these two features here. The one is a whetstone, so if you need to touch up the knife as far as sharpening it in the field, you can do that. And then here is a fire starter. Most of you are probably already familiar with fire steel, but in case you're not, you can use this part of the knife up here to create a shower of sparks that you can use to start a fire. Now, obviously, starting a fire with this is a little different than with matches or a lighter that you actually have a flame. You do need some kind of fire starting material, some kindling, some dry leaves, or something that I sometimes take when I go backpacking is cotton balls that have petroleum jelly with them. You can put them in a Ziploc bag and they work great for fire starters. The advantage of a fire steel over a normal lighter or matches is the fact that these can start thousands, if not tens of thousands of fires. They practically last forever. The other thing about them is that if you get them wet, you can still start a fire with them. So even if you go for a swim or you get it completely submerged, it'll still start a fire. I don't expect you to believe that without me demonstrating it. So I'm going to put it in the water. It's dripping wet. And I'm still starting fires with it. So that's a great survival tool to have with you all the time. Also clips into place just like the knife does. It's always hard to know immediately how well a product is going to hold up over the long term when you've only used it for a little bit. But these certainly, in the time I've used them, seem to be very well made. They're sharp. They seem to be very durable. I think they'll probably hold an edge well. So hopefully you found this video helpful if you're in the market for a knife. As I mentioned before, be sure to check out the link and the coupon code in the description below. Please leave me your comments and questions as well. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.